Boom ba-doom boom bop boop bop boom ba-doom ba-doom bop boom boom ba-doom bop boom bop boom ba-doom beep 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 boom ba-doom bop boop bop boom boom ba-doom bop boom boom ba-da boom bop boop bop boom boom beep 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 beep.
Welcome back to Solo Bros. This is your bro Colton Phillips. I'm coming back. If you saw the last episode, it's actually quite the funny thing is, well, I'm playing this ROM hack and I got to a point where I couldn't beat a boss. It was a bug. I know the boss could not be defeated, but I'm back in action. And what I've done is I've taken my save file and I've patched it into a regular version of Super Mario RPG, which I'm playing right now. The main problem, as I understand, as talking to the ROM hacker, is that I was using a version of the ROM hack which had the header information, I believe. Sorry, it's either one way or the other, but when they package ROMs onto carts, it either has header information or doesn't, and I think it probably doesn't. And I believe the typical game I'm playing as of right now is a unheadered game, and the problem was probably because I was using a headered ROM, or maybe an unheadered ROM. But anyway, the ROM hack is... ah, fuck, I kind of fucked up my situation here. I wanted to go down these pipes, but I killed the gardener. Okay. Ah, fuck, I hate that feeling when you're inside of an apartment and you're talking and then someone upstairs is moving around and stuff. But I got to talk and make business and talk to my family and stuff. So if they're antisocial like psychopaths, and I believe my upstairs neighbor is a psychopath, but you know, if they want to become a psychopath, that's their modus operandi. I'll try not to be too audible. So anyway, the point is there's a big old boss in here, but I'm just gonna kill some time for the first episode. Make it a little more epic, because it's pretty freaking epic right now. And I'm just gonna leave and go buy something with my coins. Yep, I'm gonna leave and go buy something with my coins. Fast forward. So, funny thing, my lemon tree Brutus has recently been infested with this parasite known as scale. Now, scale are microscopic looking, very small, smaller than a louse. Sort of, it looks sort of like a louse, I suppose. Something like that, but what it is, it's a little parasite, and it creates a waxy shell, a waxy outer coating that it sits on the leaf, and it just sucks right out of the veins of the leaf, and it'll attach right close to any places where there's going to be water movement, like the xylem or whatever, and it basically sucks the nutrients, and I assume the sugars, and it's just a big old asshole. And Brutus had hundreds of scale. And what I did is I manually took every single one off. Oh, nice. With a pen lid. And I thought that was interesting because you can also soap water it, which I did do. I soap watered it, but there is always that option of being full organic, you know. No, you know that. How the hell do I get out of here? Lean back, just like Game Grumps. Okay. This looks like a huge friggin' battle. Wish I'd fast forward this, but... Nah. That's rude. Alright. Oh, I'm starting to realize how loud my voice really is. Oh shit, I just realized something. I can't... Oh fuck, I don't have a timer. I don't know how long I'm going. I'm gonna use this as a timer. I'm making a timer. From now on, this episode is going to last another 10 minutes. Starting now. Alright, that might work. Okay. Hopefully that screen stays on. I got a timer. It's fun, you know, making these kind of gameplay videos, you really have to have a neat setup. And everybody has their own special way. It's sort of like music. Much less impressive than music, but if you have a very impressive setup, then your vocals come out and matches the gameplay, and it all comes together nicely. Like a good boy. and I happen to have my own style, very much so. And I'm happy that I'm back in the swing of things. And I have 9 minutes and 30 seconds of time to kill, and that doesn't include fast-forwardies, which I'm going to do right now. And when I do the fast-forwardy, I'm going to press the pause button on my timer, starting now. Yeah, it's all about the fast-forwardies and how you get your own entertainment in life. I believe there was a wise man who said that it's not the person with the most stuff, or fuck, I can never remember things. It's not the person who's the most well off who's the happiest, but the person who makes the most out of what they have. That's right. So, in the comments, how about you take a picture of your, nah, that's stupid. Yeah, take a picture of your Let's Play environment, but I'm not gonna, so it's kinda stupid. Shit. Pretty close. Oh, I just want to get the fuck out of here, and I have no idea how to leave because it's been so long since I played this game. I thought I was done playing it. I thought I couldn't beat it on this ROM hack, but now I realized that if I beat the boss on the regular game and patch myself back into the ROM hack, everything should be peachy keen, and it's kind of fun to figure out if that's the case. And maybe I'll fit that all into this first episode, so I'm gonna do the fast forwardies. And make sure to post your favorite ROM hack in the comments, of course, because in the comments is where the gameplay happens. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. It took 80 episodes, but I finally made myself useful. Someone asked where one of the flags was, and I was like, yo, the flags! I got that. I finished that already. Walkthrough complete, 100%. And they were in a different language, and I had to use Google Translate to figure out what the hell they were talking about. I believe it was Spanish. And then I had to reply in my own broken Spanish and English. I put them together so they could use 2 languages. And I thought that was fun. And I thought to myself, I am become GameFAQs, bringer of cheats. I didn't really think that up. I mean, I didn't really think that to myself. I made that up just now, but if I thought that to myself, I would have been quite proud because it's something that I think is funny. Whoa! No way. Alright, I gotta react to this quietly inside my apartment. It's like a Hamtaro genie of the lamp. That's... it's not very pithy. Okay. Just gonna keep fighting the chest. Mario can die. Doesn't matter that much. I'm incredibly strong in this game. I'm incredibly strong. Even Mallow is quite strong. I'm living in an apartment right now. I live underneath a psychopath as far as I understand. I had a wonderful neighbor. We were good friends and she moved, and now I'm just more alone. I hate that. And what's so cool is that I'm getting very strong in the knees because, and this is taking up the whole episode to tell you, but they're installing a new elevator in my apartment for no real reason except for mild safety and insurance reasons. But that's basically like I take the stairs every day now. So I have strong knees. But now that I do Let's Plays, I'm sitting down a lot, and right now I'm cross-legging, and cross-legging puts a lot of strain on my knees, but I'm overweight, so I really have to cross-leg, otherwise it's just uncomfortable. So, you know, if you put yourself in a corner, you're gonna cry, baby. But, you know, whatever. Take it one day at a time. I'm sure I'm not an addict for life. And let's continue to move forward in life without much responsibility for what's actually happening to my friends and family. As you can see, Mario is dead. Gino is obviously having tremors of PTSD, or 72, which is a number of beast. Fuck, don't you hate numerology? Because look at there's 6 numbers on the thing. There's fucking other numbers, and they take the words and they become numbers, and something else is something else, and it's like, fuck, dude, you're just saying that everything equals everything else. X equals Y, where X equals anything and Y equals anything. And then you're saying, therefore, like, Illuminati, Freemasonry, and, like, fucking, like, wizards' hats, and, like, fucking sleeves with, like, fucking wizard hats inside of them. And, like, you guys don't know shit about how magic works, alright? You guys think that Satanism is a big deal? Well, I'll make Satanism a big deal. I'll fucking... God, is that a ghost? I don't think these things are ghosts. I'm gonna test that theory after I heal my friend. Maybe Mario will test that theory. Mario, figure out if those guys are ghosts. And, yeah, numerology. Ah, fuck. Gino, figure out if that guy is a ghost. You know, it's just like, Gino is, not a ghost. Sorry, but, yeah, like, people who think that, like, Freemasons are encoding mockery into culture and media and, like, just shit like that, or, like, mentally unstable, and it brings us all down. And I want to, like, bring the truth to them, but the communities that they talk in are, like, heavily, like, just, like, only people who believe in that stuff, and I can't change any of their minds if there's a gigantic group of people. And the people who are actually Freemasons are probably, like, or not Freemasons, but, you know, like, the people who are, like, flat earth believers and think that NASA is a hoax and think that everything else is a hoax and it's mockery for the rubes of the world. Like, you know, you can't change those people's opinions because they're just so, like, probably mentally unstable and, like, enshrined. Fuck, that guy's not a ghost. Like, they wouldn't figure out that that guy's a ghost. They'd be like, fuck, that guy's a Freemason. Or they'd say, like, fuck, man, X equals Y, and Y is anything, and X is anything, therefore Freemasonry. And for that matter, 3 through 3, half of the number of the beast, and there's 2 twin towers, and 1 plus 1 is 2, and 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4 plus 4 is 8, therefore Freemasonry. Alright, fast forwardsies. You know, for having psychopathic neighbors that are always screaming and stuff, they never really, like, communicate with me. Like, if I have a problem with someone, I go and, you know, like, knock on their door and tell them what's wrong, but, like, these people just go to their window and, like, scream at the world. And my neighbor is, like, he's mad at someone for smoking, but I don't smoke, but, like, not in the house. I have cigarettes, but, like, what is she yelling at? Like, who's smoking? Like, what are you talking about? Like, go talk to them. Why are you yelling out the window at, like, 1 p.m.? Or, I mean, 1 a.m., sorry. And yeah, I get it that you don't want them, like, making it all stinky at 1 a.m. or, like, you don't want them making noise at 1 a.m. of course, but, like, fuck, man. Why you gotta wake up 4 people because one... That is fucked up. Oh, are you kidding? I wasted a fast forwardsies. I could have been gone by now. Fuck, man. The people of the world who think that Freemasonries are, like, making everything in culture to mock us and, like, whatever the fuck that shit is, are the same kind of people who believe that you get freebies in this world by pressing the X button at the opportune moment. Truth is, you just get freebies completely randomly and you have no input on that. It's true. Fuck, dude, you know you're a talented Let's Player when a 10-minute video is just you barely being able to beat one enemy and the enemy is incredibly easy. Oh, man. And they're not even healing themselves. They must be healthy, though. Ah, those guys must eat a lot of corn and potatoes. You know corn does nothing, really. Isn't that what it feels like? Like, think of it if you drink, like, a fruit drink from Booster Juice, or, like, the equivalent of Coca-Cola with corn syrup. Don't you just know that the corn syrup is, like, nothingness, kinda? But not a good nothingness, like the void that you fill with your own imagination, but, like, a bad nothingness, like a big sponge of, like... I don't know. Like poop that sucks in more poop? I don't know. I had to think of a sponge, because I didn't mean to really say sponge. I meant to say, like, a gelatinous shit. Alright, fuck it. See you next time on the Solo Bros, where you'll see the epic conclusion of this battle. Will I defeat this, non-ghost entity? Wow. Looks like someone just drew on his mouth. Crazy guys. Will I ever beat this box boy? Do I sound tired? Am I tired? I'm not tired. I'm entertaining. I'm quiet. It's just bad. You know, people on the radio get to talk as loud as they want, but people on Let's Plays don't. Except for Game Grumps, because they made their own studio. And, pretty much all the other famous Let's Players. There's something you should know about YouTube, you know, there's 2 kinds of people on YouTube. There's the people who are, oh, I beat him, fuck yeah, who are in the community and make millions of dollars, and then there's people like me, you know, where it's like, so the other people, it's like instantly they make anything, like, bam, it's in the community, $1 million, but like me, it's like, wrong, fucking nice try, but it's not even a tie. Anyway, thanks for watching, see you next time on the Solo Bros. we'll reach the epic conclusion. Will my ROM hack fail, and will this be just nothing, or will it keep going and I'll beat the game? That's the idea. It's like, wow, he could beat the game. Whoa, just like anyone could. And he gets paid for it? What? Oh man, I want to do that. Game design? Fix up levels on... Or fuck, what's the joke? What's the joke, Colton? Fuck, it's game tester? Oh, spruce up the graphics on level 3. I did it! I fucking did it. Thanks for watching. See you next time on Solo Bros.